Well, all this drama has given rise to a new hit show on CBS, Redstone and the Restless. It is the story of the never-ending power struggle for the Tiffany Network and Viacom. It stars, of course, Sumner Redstone, revered and feared 94-year-old media titan. There's also Sherry Redstone, his once estranged daughter, who, after orchestrating the removal of Philippe Domong, the French-sounding former CEO who was actually born in Manhattan, has now set her sights on Les Moonves, the suave and wildly successful CEO of CBS. And with today's court ruling, investors have some simple but at the same time very hard questions. Will Moonves survive, and what is happening to my money? Joining us now is former Tivo CEO and NBC's first president of cable, Tom Rogers, currently executive chairman at Windview Games. He's also a CNBC contributor and now Fast Money BFF, because this is his second appearance in 1 week. It's amazing.
Like that?
Few people can do that, Tom, by the way. CBS traded as low as down almost 7% intraday.
Right.
It finished the day down 4%. What is the worst case scenario for CBS? That it loses Les Moonves?
Yes, but I actually think CBS is a real buy here, because I do not think that Redstone can force this merger at this point. She may have won today. It would have been extraordinary for the court to strip a control shareholder of control like this. But you had an independent committee vote already on this, 5 board members unanimously saying this thing is not in the best interest of the public shareholders of CBS. Against that backdrop, I have a very hard time thinking that her lawyers are going to say, you know what, okay, force this through anyway. Lawsuits would be flying. CBS is already down $5.5 billion in market cap since this whole Viacom story developed. I think with no analysts out there really saying this is a good thing for CBS, maybe good for Viacom,
right,
but nobody's saying it's a good thing for CBS. I don't think she can force this
So
through.
If there's no merger, does Moonves will stay, presumably? And then what happens to CBS? It operates as an independent company, or is it
Well, I think there are 2 scenarios.
Okay.
I think, well, maybe more. Certainly, if it doesn't stay as an independent company, Les wasn't going to stay. But as I said, I think it stays independent. I think Les has the practical issue of what is it like going to work every day if you got to deal with that tension and everything, and he doesn't necessarily need that. But you have the alternative. If Les leaves, there are an awful lot of people out there who think, unlike Viacom, who may not have any other buyers, which is why they are putting so much focus on trying to drive this merger together on the national amusement side. CBS probably has a lot of buyers. There'd probably be a lot of bids for CBS. And so shareholders either get less in an independent company, and what a number of analysts have it as a $67, $68 stock, or you have multiple bids for an independent company where M&A in the media area couldn't be hotter.
So Tom, when you look at CBS, I happen to agree with you. I do believe that CBS is a buy. If you look at it on any metrics, it looks like a buy. But when the smoke clears, are we just playing this for this smoke to clear? Longer term, when we look at the linear business or we look at streaming, is CBS a survivor in that environment?
It's a great question, because the traditional so-called linear channels, broadcast and cable channels, are in decline. CBS is in a stronger position than most because, get this, it has fewer channels and therefore stronger. The toughest thing going, and this is really hurting Viacom, is when you have multiple channels that are not musts. They aren't making it into these so-called skinny bundles, these narrower groups of channels that are now gaining more and more subscribers. In those narrower bundles, CBS, Showtime, they make it in. And so they're not vulnerable. Now, they are declining from a ratings point of view, and as is everybody. But as they get smaller, the rest of the sector is declining even more. So they are actually, from a reach point of view, which is what advertisers pay a premium for, they're actually getting bigger in a declining sector. And so they got some juice for a while. And I think the longer term issue in terms of network television is not a good scenario. But if you're going to think of who is going to do the best over the next few years, assuming they're not saddled with Viacom, CBS is a pretty strong story.
All right, Tom, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for coming by again.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.